Good to go.
I hear you.
Ready? Good to go.
I hear you. Time to even the odds. Time to take you down. I hear you. More where that came from. I hear you. I hear you. I hear you. Time to take you down to size. Time to even the odds.
Let's move out. Ready?
I hear you.
Let's take it fast. Ready? That's
Time to
another
take
one.
him down to size.
Another one for me.
Just say the word.
Ready?
More where that came from. Just say the word.
Ready? That's another one for me.
Let's settle this.
0-0.
I hear you. Let's settle this. Everyone down! Where that came from?
0-1.
Let's move out.
Pure Bazak.
I'm good to go. Let's move out.
I hear you.
I'm good to go.
Say the word.
That's another one for me. That's another one for me. Ready? That's another one.
More with that. Just say the word. Everyone down.
That's another one for me.
0.
That's another one for me.
0. 1.
Easy. That's another one for me. That's another one for me.
Time to take you down to size. More where that came from. More where that came from? More where that came from. Time to take you down to size.
I've caught my breath. Let's go. Ready? I've caught my breath. Let's go.
Wait here. Wait here.
Let's take care of it.
Let's settle this. More where that came from. More where that came from. More where that came from. Time to even the odds. Time to even the odds. More where that came from. 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 Everyone down! Let's settle this. Let's settle this. Let me take care of this. Pure Bazak. Pure Bazak.
Let's move out.
Just say the word.
Good to go.
I hear you.
Ready?
I hear you. Where that came from?
farther than I calculated. They are very resourceful, but they shall go no farther. Deploy the guard droids. Raise the force fields. We will trap them within the ship. Activate the mines. Let us see how far they get now.
Ready?
Say the word. More where that came from.
That's another one for me.
More where that came from. Let me take care of this. Just say the word.
Let's move out.
Everyone down!
That's another one for me.
Time to take you down to size.
I'm good to go.
Just say the word.
Ready? Good to go. That's a minimum for me.
Let's settle this.
Let's move out.
What is this place? Some kind of control center?
I suggest you surrender. Your chances for escaping this vessel are near zero, and your chances of survival are rapidly approaching that number. Your ship and your lives are mine. The only question is how much resources you want me to expend in subduing you.
I hear you. More where that came from. Time to even the odds. More where that came from. came
That's a
from.
little one for me. That's a little one for me.
More where that came from. Everyone down.
Good to go. Let's move out. Ready? Easy. I'm good to go. I'm good to go. A little harder than I thought.
More visitors. I don't know how many more of these pests I can disintegrate. Ah, what remains of the bounty hunters have found me. Now it is time to cue the detonation sequence.
Tonos imaragith, wanara korachi drumta sa inchobin sasha. Tosimana rachata. Taranamo sibu indasarans, crema sunkun ratungala, chawi mo jubu inkosoracha.
More where that came from. More where that came from. I hear you.
Let's move out.
Just say the word.
That's another one. One's for me. Another one for me.
More where that came from.
That's another one for me. That's another one for me. That's another one for me. That's another one for me.
Mechana creve mopa. Tamasuna ramga mak chochane. Anta scream sochi. Norcha hereme chok windido.
Not again.
Kavadumpa masuraku. Popayi botenya. Tache morota kamsa. Javaskobo subjob. Rigiso carvenoxo. Mochitosa sagrindeo.
Ladies, what you need is a man who understands the two of you and understands your needs.
Kawanabota atagwa kankadiwa. Yutaka alwanji yumalipa. Yues mahawika si wawanta mogu ika wansoba. Wakama nurawa. Tahupo botenyo go jucho picha. Gwem taba ni sochu. Norotoga proto lala shishi. Jubadosa jibacha. Ratakman-san. Tokosha na chitolo.
I was kind of hoping that mating with scruffy humans might have been the first on that list.
Tahupo botenyo go jucho picha. Gwem taba ni sochu. Norotoga proto lala shishi. Jubadosa jibacha. Ratakman-san. Tokosha na chitolo.
Run? I didn't run from you two shuttas last time. And this time, I'm gonna make sure you stay down.
Ready?
Say the word.
That's another one for me. That's another one for me.
Time to even the odds.
That's another one for me.
Time to even the odds. More where that came from. More where that came from.
At last, action.
More where that came from. More where that came from. Everyone down. Time to even the odds. More where that came from.
I can't believe we just blew up Goto's yacht. That's gonna destabilize crime throughout this whole sector.
Yeah, well, you'll understand if I hold back the tears.
You don't understand. Crime in the YouTube system, it's like the economy. Plus the power vacuum. Even if Voga gets up and running again, the system is gonna be feeling the effects for years to come.
Yeah, well, at least we didn't find that Jedi Master with the weird name. Zez, Kai, whatever it is.
Zez Kyle? Well, that's not true. I already found him. Actually, he found me first. He hired me to watch out for you, keep Goto off your back until he could meet with you. We'll need to head back to Nar Shaddaa, to that safe house off the docks. I said I'd meet up with him there if we ran into any trouble. What do you want now?
If you thought to escape my notice so easily, you would be wrong. As a token of my goodwill, I present to you a gift, this droid. It will serve you well on your journey. As I indicated, this unit will remain with you and guard you. It will also serve as an effective voice for my orders during your journey. I cannot harm you. You are the key to saving the Republic. Pray that you do not prove yourself otherwise.
So, you have returned from exile. Kavar thought you might, if only to wander your old battlegrounds. But I did not think you would come to Nar Shaddaa. Still, you were always a difficult one to read, both when you were tied to the Force, and even more when it was lost to you. I do not know. It was a sense he had, and he had served in war as you had. Perhaps he thought he understood you. Or maybe he simply hoped he did. He felt you were the key to understanding the threat we face. The others were not so certain, but so many of them are gone now, as you no doubt know. He sensed some connection between you and many of the worlds touched by war. He thought by traveling to such places, he could achieve understanding. No doubt. I think the answers will provide us both with some measure of peace. I have kept secrets for far too long. They have scattered, but there is purpose in their movements. It is both to hunt and draw out our enemies. Somehow, we, are being targeted through the Force, and when Jedi gather, we are vulnerable. So we have chosen places where it is difficult to sense others through the Force, whether on planets dense with life or touched by war. In such places, we may conceal ourselves, gather information without presenting ourselves as targets. It was part of Kavar's plan. Yes, he felt if our enemy cannot detect us, then perhaps they would believe themselves victorious and show themselves. And we knew that the war would be lost if we continued to act as we had. I do not know where they wander now. There are few of us, though. Too few, and I have not heard from them in some time. Atris, but I had thought she had gone to Qatar with the others. Yes, she holds the last of the Jedi teachings. It is good she survived. What I can tell you, I will. It is a long story, but there is no harm in you knowing. And someone should know. Only a handful of us remained after the Jedi Civil War, barely 100 in number. Then, even that 100 began to vanish, in places where the Force seemed blind. The only pattern we determined is that when Jedi gathered, they were seen no more. At the last Jedi conclave on the Miraluka world of Qatar, the entire planet was wiped out. An entire race destroyed, because the Jedi chose to gather there. It was only then that we realized we were facing something far more powerful than we knew how to fight. We could not allow the fact that when we gathered, we placed everything around us at risk. A Jedi's life is sacrifice, but we cannot allow our presence or actions to endanger others. And we could not fight an enemy that will not reveal itself. But any Jedi, anyone who was strong in the Force, who attempted to track down such a threat, vanished without a trace. I know little about it. I know more of the absence it leaves behind than its face. Whatever this threat was, it was targeting us and everything around us. Yet it was somehow weak enough that it was afraid to confront us openly. If it believed us defeated, then perhaps it would finally show itself. It was a faint hope, but it was the best we had. It was Kavar's plan. He was always the greatest tactician among us, and had seen war more than the rest of us. Very well. I had thought perhaps that here upon the smuggler's moon, I might find some evidence of the threat we faced. The bounties on Jedi and their disappearance. I did not believe the two were connected, but there was a chance. And the strong currents of life here on Nar Shaddaa make perceiving a Force user difficult. I could use it to cloak my movements and watch without being discovered. Very well. Ah, so the records of your trial were found. Good. Sometimes I think this galaxy would be a better place if there were less Jedi secrets. But I have no answer for you, as much as I would like to give one. We vowed never to speak of it, and although I would not keep promises to Jedi, I keep promises I make to others. And Kavar was a friend. If we were gathered as one, then the promise might be revoked. Until then, I can say nothing. Very well. We told you it was because you followed Revan to war, but you ask because you are not certain of that answer, nor were we. The day we cast you out, that is the moment I decided to leave the Order, because I do not believe we truly faced the reasons you were exiled, and if we do not examine such truths, then we are already lost. I think it was because we were afraid. It is a difficult thing to live one's life with the Force. To see a vision of what it would be like to be severed from it, it is more frightening than you know. Very well. Is that what you think? We did no such thing, but it is a technique that has been used as punishment in the past, yes. It is a rare sentence, and to my knowledge it has only been done once, at a moment where a Jedi discipline has failed. What caused your loss, I fear, was different. I am not certain I understand it. We did not understand it fully then, and only recently do I feel we may have become enlightened. The other masters may have more knowledge of this, but I do not, and I do not know if they even live. Does it matter? It seems your power has returned. Perhaps the loss was not a loss at all. Very well. Yes, such bonds are a connection that can be formed at moments of crisis, or in the slow understanding that grows between master and apprentice. It is most common between two beings who are sensitive to the Force. It allows the transmission of feelings, of influence. It was something you were gifted with, as I recall, before your fall. You formed such attachments easier than most, even to those who could feel the Force only faintly. Even Vrook could not ignore it, which is saying something. That is most unusual and unnatural. I have never heard of a bond of such strength. There were a few within the Order who knew more than I did of such bonds, but their students were few, lost in the Mandalorian Wars. It was rumored that Revan studied such bonding deeply, both through the Jedi histories and with certain teachers, before he left the Order and went to war. I do not know. A bond between two living beings is not something easily broken. It is not a choice. It is like breaking a feeling, like turning away from the Force. To break a bond, your feelings would have to change, or one of you would have to die. But even then, the bond wouldn't go away. It would simply be empty, a wound. Now I must take up the role I was ready to cast aside. This threat has finally revealed itself, and we Jedi will need to stand together. I did not speak fully of what I have felt. Staying on Nar Shaddaa, it is an exile of sorts, one that I have chosen. I, too, lost a Padawan on Malachor, not to the battle, but to the alternative, to the teachings that Revan brought from the unknown regions. And I was not the only Jedi Master to watch a student turn on them. No, they were not to blame, but many of the Order did so. It was a difficult time, a time of strong emotion. Perhaps the Council, perhaps the Order itself, had grown arrogant in their teachings. It is easy to cast blame, but it is perhaps time the Order accepted responsibility for their teachings and their arrogance, and come to recognize that perhaps we are flawed. Not once did I hear one of the Council claim responsibility for Revan, for Exar Kun, for Ulik, for Malak, or for you. Yet, you were the only one who came back from the wars to face our judgment. And rather than attempting to understand why you did what you did, we punished you instead. Our one chance to see where we had gone wrong, and we cast it aside. And now, that decision has come back to us and may carry with it our destruction. Perhaps there is something wrong in us, in our teachings, and though I tried, I could not cause that thought to leave me, so I left the Council. And I was not the only one. That is why many scattered, and why many in the Republic do not trust us, and why we do not trust ourselves. Make no mistake, I am no Jedi. This is the end, you see. After this, there will be nothing, and I think it will be for the best. Do you wish to do battle now? I have nothing more to say. It provides no comfort at all, for reasons in which I still must keep secret. Suffice to say, redemption was not Revan's choice, and I have never believed those of the Council who attempt to console themselves otherwise for the crime they committed. But we have spoken enough, I think, and words, I think, dull us both. Let us speak through the Force, through sparring. This form you may have already seen much of during the Mandalorian Wars, but it is fitting to speak using elements of the past, I think. Ataru is the name given to the movements of this form. Though it is aggressive, it is focused, and its best use is in combat against a single opponent. This form is somewhat less useful in deflecting blaster shots. Use it when dealing with opponents in close combat, not against a battalion firing heavy blasters at you. Perhaps exile has been good to you indeed. It has certainly not dulled your instincts, nor the speed at which you learn. I shall go to Dantooine, to the ruins of the Enclave. If you gather the others, I will meet you there. And thank you, exile. You're returning. It is good that you are back among us.
Unnecessary observation. Targets acquired. Annoying recitation. Let us proceed to facilitate communications. Recitation. And bring about the termination of hostilities. Systems failing, Master. Optimal accuracy ratio. Systems failing, Master. Systems failing, Master.
You interrupt. What? Fine, I'll do for you. But don't ask a Fassa again. What else?
Just say the word. Pure Pazak.
Ulgo kili put malea nuis. Chichis kabula, tapicha yubon, yunbula, bogra kinun chubagra wikili joni, wichibola no. Chichis kabula, tapicha yubon, yunbula, chopiti man punjame. Sashange bedwana mulera, chupa wanga kuna konticha, chuna konasa. Watagrito gjimulira, nicho dankanau.
Unnecessary observation. Targets acquired. Annoying recitation. Let us proceed to facilitate communications. Recitation. And bring about the termination of hostilities. Optimal. Ratio achieved.
Time to even the
Ratio achieved. Master.
Good to go. Another one for me.
Failing, Master.
That's another one for me. That's another one for me. That's another one for me.
Failing, Master.
Harmoniet wat zie wat je turn over there much that never knew right near for the hour out it be there snap out the two new right there all up with Neil snow na how da Harmoniet wat zie wat je turn over there much that never knew right near for the hour out it be there snap out the two new right there all up with Neil snow na how da Mashni manina mashna wala huda kimi wat kanina na na bedishna ba nak dikti snake ni na right Hara hine mashna Mashni mahina hara
Noka herete pa časa borta. Krisoča wentense me punta. Lorča wata yuma ni. Hodanga yuma des. Dak bota no chi tagwa ita.
Mashni manina mashna wala huda kimi wat kanina na na bedishna ba nak dikti snake ni na right
Jun soba me rapa. No kuma randisa mak chiksa. Kucha bak tong kinka mata kata. Chopa wanga kun not kat yutka kes.
Marashni wala televedinish ni mi dipidinish na pastishni wat ni tauna ni benenok na rode wak menura benidalanish.
Wamba siso misum kun rakawakta. Nushka wana sochi rona bang mama kan.
Hara hine mas temana na hisnas na hiha. Mani wak na hana hina ha power de mani much.
Wamba siso misum kun rakawakta. Nushka wana sochi rona bang mama kan.
Mashni manina mashna wala huda kimi wat. Marashniwara, Penevinish, Nibidinish, Napashniwa, Netarani. Bashnivanina, Mashna, or who the Kinewa, Kanina, and Bedishna, but not Dishna, and
Tarachomo sincho kavavolpa muliji kumanarminta barawamba michedos. Kawana bota yunta. Unta chiwita inka kikraya na chawanga kone. Dovrei kun mwili wosa slima po wanga sawana mucha. Kawana bota yunta tanga kinamatura. Tayaita ta bosananansata. Dahupa bosa kurata go jujuto yoke. Hiata yamba wajiake yukito tune. Ta come tak blaia justinge miki gongo beaste. Kun grabi la kingno mulara kichi kuta grasa kisha. Que chubo grayo bog no cada itapa titsa tong merinita. Kavadumpa munsuru kupla liyawa. Bo bagaragawanda yaitua ulwanjiuma. Tawancha morechiwa mufalawa ni bobo wishyot kuna sita dorchone sobawata. Tong hite mosi jochia yumba ditawa e bawatone ruta.
So, you have the look of a seasoned spacer about you. What backwash you looking for? Well, honestly, there's not much for people like you and I to do around here. If you, catch my meaning. Well, there is plenty for them to do. The Pazak Den, swoop races, the Jek Tar, they're pretty much taken care of. Yeah, the Pazak Den is a glorified social club for hardline Pazak players. It's exclusive, though, with a guard at the door and a password needed to simply get in. Don't know why you'd want to get into that place. Bunch of Firaxa sharks will strip you clean of your credits, especially the champ. You can make fun of him all you want, just so long as you don't play him. He only shows up to play people he deems worthy enough. You'd just have to beat about everyone in that place before he'd even think of coming out of hiding. Now there's a place that's literally deadly for our kind. Jek Tar is a bar filled with cyanogen gas. It's poisonous to you and I, but the aliens drink it up and pay good money to do so. The cyanogen gas also acts as a social buffer, since the people who typically frequent Jek Tar aren't interested in speaking to the likes of you and I in the first place. Don't bother with Lupo's racing gallery. The track's deadly and the betting's awful. Bornalis keeps threatening to take the place over and run it right. But I don't see how she could.
Machabi Doko, Donaranga Manach, the Ranamo Sibu and Dasarans, Craig in Wamago, May Ranga Noruta.
Wala Bashniwa here.
Credon test to you, Narominus, Reminiscence, Finis, Fingalaksti, Relieva Contosa, Manchocarlema Conchore Massa, if Frankendas played Simron Chore Crenum, Relieva Contosa.
Wait here.
Finish. Fingerlagstig. Med granagor solomikits. Fingursa. Memorakta. Sjoseferengamalakta. Dalini. Ulindorosh. Defukas. Benegas. Med granagor solomikits. Fingursa. Memorakta. Sjoseferengamalakta. Dalini. Översåg. Memorakta.
Tawancha morichiwa. Ta come tak, playa justing, miki gongo beast. Kun grabi la king no mulara kichi kuta grasa kisha. Mungachi norta imbre wanachike, drumba bambwa, konti-chan munka, kavadumba kuswaka tayamukata. Dovrei kun mwili wos. Tonghi.
Harahine. Başlama.
Been a lot less winds in here lately.
That crazy Pazak droid shut down not long ago. No one knows why.
Ubaboska dwana, chichuba. Dovrei kun mwili. Kavadumpa munsuru kupla liyawa, bo bagaragawan. Kawana bota yuntatanga kinamatura, tayaita, tabosananhansata. Tonghite mosi jochia yumba litawa e bawatune ruta. Tonino ba pinko neyaka, chuba picha, duna yuma mochinawa. Kawana bota yuntatanga kinamatura, tayaita, tabosananhansata. Kawana bota yuntatanga kinamatura, tayaita, tabosananhansata.
Watagritog jimulira. Nichodankanau.
kawana bota yunta tanga kinamatura. Ta yaita, ta bosananansata. Ento meshmi paju, watamincha yokolundoado nukulabirawa. Tines un soto.
Nishasa.
Did you hear? The Republic's destroyed Goto's yacht. Blew it? Goto's yacht was fired on by a Republic warship. Has the Republic declared war on the exchange? Did you hear? The Republic's destroyed Goto's yacht. Blew it up, right in orbit. Goto's yacht was fired on by a Republic warship. Has the Republic declared war on the exchange?
Gerekten açımın derin turuntu vakı. Haven't heard anything more. All right.
you